Hello, all viewers. Today, welcome to JDLSJ News with me, Lynkon St. Jean.
And me, John Donovan.
Today, we are going to be discussing about the Vikings.
We will be giving 24 facts to you lovely people.
So the Vikings, they came to the New World, aka North America, 500 years before Columbus did. So, yeah. It's a pretty good fact. At least we know that Columbus wasn't the first one to come to North America from Europe.
Well, I mean, we already knew that because of the Indians. They were the first ones.
That's true, but except they're not Europeans. I said first European.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so the next one is, we know that the Vikings came before Columbus because of archaeological evidence. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
They obviously came before Columbus. Like, Vikings were very historical
and
for what they did.
Or I'm pretty sure. Okay, I'm not going to say it because it has it on there.
Yeah. So the time period that the Vikings lived in was 700 to 1100 AD, or the 8th through 12th century. So at least we know what time period they were from before they were stopped at one point, and we're probably going to be discussing that. I just said disgusting. Ha! Lol.
And
Vikings. Oh, what were you gonna say?
That's a pretty long time for, like, the Vikings.
Yeah, one little kind of group of people.
Yeah, because it wasn't big at all. It was.
Yeah, it was just like it was a few ships from Scandinavia, which are
not a few ships, but like not as many people as you would think.
Yeah. So anyway. The Vikings were originally from Scandinavia, which I just said, which includes Norway, Denmark, and Sweden. So, yeah, that's a pretty good fact. I kind of said that they were from Scandinavia a little bit ago.
But we didn't say.
Yeah, we didn't say, like, what 3 countries it was.
Well, what 3 countries it is now, but...
Yeah. And, so the Vikings, or the word Viking, what you're probably wondering, why are they even called Vikings? Well, that means pirate or pirate raid. So, yeah, they did do a lot of raiding, we've heard.
Mm-hmm.
And slaughtering.
The reason why they did all the raiding and stuff is because they wanted gold and fame. Those were their 2 main things that they really wanted. They wanted fame and gold.
But they did get gold, but they got infame. Because they're infamous.
Infamous.
Yeah, that's why I said
infame.
So, Vikings were also known for boat building, sailing, pirating, plundering, slaughter, which I kind of just said, and raiding of others, as well as trading, shipbuilding, which, oh no, never mind, shipbuilding and boat building is kind of the same thing, and runes, which is lettering. So, do you have anything to say about that?
Well, they actually had, they made a bunch of different kinds of ships. So they made, the battleships.
Mm-hmm. They made the long ships.
Yeah, they made cargo boats. Uh-huh. They made trading boats.
Yeah.
They had a lot of boats.
Yeah, they even made, little boats to just kind of, get to places a little bit quicker.
And they also were the first ever sailors to create the Neo.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Which helped them navigate, I think it was, because they could actually control where they were going, not just by the wind and their power.
Yep. And Viking explorations, they took them to Russia, Ireland, France, England, Iceland, Greenland, and North America. Another thing about North America.
Okay.
Another name for Viking is Norsemen, meaning they lived up in the north. So
it's pretty simple. North, and then Norse. They kind of just shortened it down.
Yeah.
I don't get because it was only
you can mix that up and even say North instead of Norse, which kind of North. Either way it would be the same thing.
Yeah.
So the Viking ships were long ships, which I kind of said earlier. Yeah. They were called Nors, and that's Knorrs, not just Nors.
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, so the long ships, they helped the Vikings to be successful raiders because the boats were fast, maneuverable, and as he said earlier, they had a keel, which were the first ones to have, and that was for steering.
And they were also very small.
They actually were pretty small for their
That was kind of like an advantage
for the other kind of countries and stuff. So so the Vikings eventually turned from raiding to farming. Yeah, they kind of turned to Christianity, which is probably going to be with him. And were you going to say something?
Wait, yeah. I'm pretty sure I remember I heard about that the Vikings actually turned Christian because of Leif Erikson, which I'm pretty that's in my part.
And because their boats became obsolete, meaning they were useless, and the other countries made like way bigger ships that could like just wipe them out. So they ended up becoming from infamous to like kind of famous because they kind of turned to Christianity. And last fact from me, Eric the Red was banished from Norway and exiled from Iceland, also because he had a bloody feud with somebody over the land. And so he discovered Greenland in 970 AD.
It's kind of weird to be talking about really old
years.
Yeah.
Like this.
So
or even the 1000s, which is crazy.
Okay, so we'll see you guys after this commercial break.
Are you looking for a Viking helmet? Not those phony ones with the horns. So you're in luck if you're looking for one. Call 1-800-VIKING-HELMETS to get your real Viking helmet today. Call 1-800-VIKING-HELMETS to get your Viking helmet today. Alright. Hello everybody. This is the weather forecast for when the Vikings were on. So a lot of the time when they were sailing, it was very dark and stormy. That's why you can hardly even see me.
You can see your hood.
You can see my hood?
Yeah, that's it, but it's okay.
So anyway, it was very dark, stormy. It was cold because a lot of the Vikings were from Scandinavia, which was up in the north, and the north is very cold a lot of the time. And so, that's a lot. That's kind of what we all have to say, actually.
And it was
warm mostly in like the actual Viking ages, like 700 AD to 1100 AD. It was pretty warm a lot of the time, even though they were in the north.
And sorry about the shakiness. I'm actually shaking right now.
Yeah,
it's really cold.
Actually. It's actually pretty cold out here. But I hope you like this weather segment of JDLSJ News. Okay. I don't know what else. Oh, so let's do the weather currently. So currently in 2017 AD, it's pretty cold actually. As you can see on this barbecue, you probably can't see it, but it's wet, meaning it rained earlier. It was actually pretty dark in the morning. It was dark and extremely stormy. Like
it was dark, stormy, and wet. Exactly like the Viking age.
Exactly. So that was my cat on the door. She jumped up. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this little segment, the real segment. This is the real ending of JDLSJ News Weather. Bye.